Hello everyone, I am Akash Rajpuria. We are once again back in the new episode of our interview series. We are going to see here now a little bit different concept where interviewer asks you like what is the output of this solution. In this type of question, you need to be very much focused because a small bracket, a colon may change your complete set of answers. Okay, so you need to be ready for it. And let's get started. Now we are going to go into the book to understand it step by step. Small mistake can give you error and small mistake would not give you an correct answer. So we are on the screen. Now small 5 questions we are going to see again today that are very interesting. So here is the first set of question for all of you. Let me just make it down so that I can also see it. Yeah. So this is the question for all of us. It's very straightforward that now see how difficult concept I would make it simple. So now see, this is the question that is, there is a solve. And inside that, there is A equals to 1, 3, 5. Okay, a list is there. Now outside this function, a new list is made. That is A equals to 2, 4, and 6. Now understand that I have said in my previous playlist also, just go and watch that playlist if you have not seen it. I would give that link in the description. So basically, function, whenever you write a Python program, this is just the function definition. Okay, you have defined how a function look like. You have not used that function. Keep in mind, everyone. Imagine that it is like exactly a washing machine that is placed somewhere in your house. Up till now, you have not used that machine. It is just kept as it is. So Python does not know what is A up till now. It has never seen this A. It never goes inside this function. Until and unless someone goes and on this machine would not automatically turn on. So just keep that in mind. Same way now in computer, A would be stored as a list and that has values 2, 4, and 6. Now, when you print the first A, it would directly get the 2, 4, 6. That is very straightforward, Akash. Now, see, here comes the main concept. Now, basically, you have said here solve A. So, solve A means that you have turned on your washing machine. Now, it would go to the function. It would take the A value that is 2, 4, 6. It would put that into the function. And function has changed its value. Function has done A equals to 1, 3, and 5. But now understand, guys, whenever a function is created, if you do not mention anything, like here we have not mentioned anything, okay, this function has all the variables local. Local means that imagine that this function has its own computer that is very different from your computer. Very different, no connection at all. So whatever you do inside this function would be only for this computer. It would never come out of it. What I said, whatever variables you create, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, whatever you do, it stays in the own memory of this solve function. And it is very away from your memory. So it would do all the operations, but keep it separate. Okay, this is called as local scope. You understand local? Local means that stays in your area, small area, not worldwide. So same way, this is a local variable. Now let me print and show you that. See 246, 246. Computer never know that this A came. Your big computer never know that this A came and it was changed. It was changed locally. Everything happened locally. You can see that. I can print here, print in a local variable. And now if I print A, you would see the difference here. I would keep a dash so that you understand this very, very clearly. This is a very cool concept. Okay, now see. whatever is there inside the dash is only for the solve function. So you can see that inside it, everything would happen, but outside the function, it is a normal A. Is there any way, Akash, we can convert this? Is there any way we can convert this as to like our global computer? Yes, there is a way. What I can do is I can just mention here a simple keyword called as global A. Okay. A parameter is a global. Now understand here why we are getting this error. So to make any variable global, okay, you cannot pass that as a parameter here. Okay. So you need to remove this and your task is done. Okay. Now solve takes only 2. Yes, we need to remove this also. And yes, your task is done. Now see, understand here, it's really very cool. So basically what I did, I said in the starting of this, like when this function started, I said that whatever variables you are making inside your own computer, make it global, and variable A should be global. Understand there should not be any parameter inside it. So global A, variable A should be global. So, okay, it makes that now your computer do not have two memories. This function is also associated with your big computer. Now, if I change the value of A inside it, that is 1, 3, and 5, that is changed inside the function also. You can see that in local variable is changed, and outside it, the function, when we print it, then also it is changed. So that is called as the concept of global and local variable. Just remember that. Okay, now the second question. So numbers here are 4, 7, 19, 2, 89, 45, 72, and 22. Now we just sorted that number. Okay, and we store that in sorted numbers. After that, we just run a for loop and we check if it is a even number or not. So this condition you should understand. You should be able to read this type of problems, that first a for loop runs, then we check this condition. This condition would only allow number like 7. Okay, then it would allow a number that is 89, 45, and 90. So this numbers it would allow, and you would print it, it would be in the sorted order. Okay, 7, 9, 14, and 25. Now see a small difference here, guys. If I do not store the sorted numbers, okay, I just use a sorted here. Just see how interviewers can trick you. So if I use here sorted number, but I don't store it back. And after that, I just use here a normal numbers instead of sorted numbers. Okay, see, I have sorted here. I have sorted my list here. But now see the difference. 4, 7, 9, 2, and yes. So this list is all, yeah. So now you can clearly see here that this and this list are different. In this way, you can get two different examples in your interview question. So remember that this sorted function can sort your list. See, if I just put the sorted numbers, if I print here sorted numbers, you would get a sorted list, right? But to make this list permanent, to make that change permanent, you need to store that in a variable once again. So if I don't store that in variable, it is just like, you can say, a mirage. It is showing you that it is sorted, but your numbers are not sorted. See that 45 comes afterwards. So pay attention in this type of question to small details if you want to crack the interviews. Okay, let's see the third question. Now, third question is, we have dictionary 1, dictionary 2. Comment your answers if you know this, and dictionary 2. And now use a update function here. Update function is very cool. It would just use to merge two dictionaries. You know that key should be different. If you have a same key, it would just overwrite it. So now you would get first Sunday, second Monday, and then 1, 3, 2, 4 in a same dictionary, and dictionary 1 would be updated. See, you got all the 4 in one dictionary. Just understand that, guys, if a small change in there was a question, that instead of I updated dictionary 1, but if I have printed here dictionary 2, see how interviewers can trick you. Now in this case, I would not get a combined dictionary. I would only get the second dictionary. Pay attention to small details. See, only the second dictionary, because we are not updating the second dictionary. We are just updating the first dictionary. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now coming to the last part of the question. This is also very interesting. See, we have hello world and first one, some key and a value pair I have in A. Then I applied here dictionary comprehensions. Okay, what dictionary comprehensions do? So basically you have here for K comma V, that is K comma val in A dot items. Now what is the use of this A dot items? It would take your key value pair. So in A dot items, it would be hello comma world. Hello would go to K and world would go to value. See that in K, hello would be there, and in value, world would be there. Then what I did at the last, I said that my value should be first. So it should be world here in the starting. And then K is my hello. So it would be hello. So this is basically making your key as a value and value as a key. Okay. So this is a very useful code used in industry a lot. So in this way, you can just make your, that you can make your key as a value and value as a key. So let's run this and see the output. Yes, exactly what we wanted. So in this way, you can do it. Now the last question for today. Now see this, A equals to this 4, 5. Then we use a split function. You know that what is split function? I have already explained in my videos. You can watch the playlist. I have put that in the comment section. Then when you use a split, it would cut that like this. So you would have 4 at one place and 5 at one place. So in nums, it would be in a form of a list. So basically nums split converts a string to a list. So we got 4, 5. Then I used here x, y, and then I said nums. So x, y, and then I said nums. Let's see what happens here. This is very cool. We would run the next command after that. Let's understand it step by step. Let's print here nums also. And then we will print this command. See, exactly like I said you got x, 5 separated here. Okay. Then when I said here x, y, then see what I get in x. So in x, you get the first value. And in y, you get the next value. So basically, this is the beauty of Python. Okay, when you have a list like this and you give exactly 2 numbers, the first number would go into x and second would go into y. So we got x and y. Then after that, I just converted, it is converted into an integer and y is also converted in integer. So 4 and 5 are converted to integer and they are multiplied. So 4 5s are 20. So in this way, you can step by step get the output. Right now, I have just explained you how you can break the program and understand its working. Now, I'm very much pretty sure that in your life, you will never forget like a nums. If you do it like this, for example, you have a list where you have some names, let's say Rajesh, then you have, let's say, Nirnay, then you have Shubham, then you have Kaushal. Okay. So in this way, when you have names, you can write here in V1, V2, V3. Now, if I give only 3 variables and there are 4 names, it would give me a slap of an error. That too many values to unpack. Now, this is called as unpacking. Understand what we are doing here. See, I would write here V4. Now, see, everything is done perfectly. In V1, we would have Rajesh. Shubham would be there in V3. We can check that. Yes, see. So basically, this is called as unpacking, where you have everything packed in a list, you separate it out in the variables. So in this way, when you solve problems, you would understand this new concept. To keep subscribing, everyone, if you have reached till this position, and show your love in comment section. Thank you so much, everyone. Keep smiling, keep smiling, keep smiling.